starting. Hello, welcome to another Priest Adventures. It's another week, we're on another trail. This time it's Sweetwater State Park, the Yellow Trail. It's 3.6 mile loop, rated as moderate. And you actually start on the red trail. The red trail takes you out to the old mill, which is a short walk and it's easy, so it's not too bad. The red goes that way. And then we end up on the yellow, which is stanchioned and it has markings on the trees. So this is a very well marked trail. We've done this a number of times. It is good for a good hike. Very well beaten down, but it has a little bit of elevation to it, and you get a different perspective on the old textile mill that was burned during the Civil War, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure it is. And this time I have Olivia with me.
It's kind of cold.
It's chilly. We're actually wearing long sleeves. I'm not sweating already. So it's like September 23rd, 24th. And it's like mid 50s, so it's perfect. But we haven't done any hikes in a couple of weeks. We've been cutting grass, so now we're trying to keep it going. Now here you have a split that runs up that way and then back this way, but you got your yellow spot and the trees. I swear they put the markings on these trees. I mean, I can see 3 just right here, so you know they're very well marked and it's well maintained. Whenever you come onto this property, any of the state parks, $5. Have $5 with you, because that's what it is to park. If you don't have a 5, they'll take a 10, but you won't get any change back, especially if it's the little boxes that you feed the envelope into. This one actually had the gate guard was being in use because it's a Saturday morning. During the week there's usually nobody there. And on this trail you get a good view of the creek. They have a bridge set up, and like I said, you get a good perspective of the mill from the opposite side of the creek. So we're already on the trail, but let's get it. Now, all the times that we've done this trail, I think we've done it 3 times before. The Yellow Trail is not trafficked a whole lot. Oh, you may hear gunshots. That's the East Point Police Department has a firing range out here. So that's the police lighting up the targets. But the Yellow Trail isn't trafficked very much. We have seen just a few people, and it's an out and back to a point, and then it hits the loop and goes up the mountain and all that stuff. It's a pretty good rutted, you can see. So it's pretty well rutted and roots all over the place. So it's gonna be a lot of me watching my feet. And Olivia back there in the back. But the Yellow Trail isn't trafficked too much. The red one has everybody on it, and you can go past the mill and go all the way out to the falls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the trail isn't very good. Once you get past the mill, you're actually like hopping rocks right next to the creek to do it. And Sweetwater Creek is one of the only Class 5 rapids around here. They don't allow you to go down them anymore. They used to. People would tube it and kayak and stuff like that, but too many people were getting hurt, getting killed, so they nixed that, because the Class 5 is really bad and the chance of getting rescued is really slim. So the the DNR decided to stop it. Now we're coming up to one of the first spots where it splits off, and you can go to the creek over here, and then they have these bridges set up. I mean, like I said, the state parks have come a long way in what it was when I was a kid. We ran through these woods all the time, and every year had a family reunion out on this property. Rented a big pavilion and had everybody. We've since stopped doing that, but we would go to another place. But we would run these woods like crazy. And play around the old mill and stuff like that. Somebody would usually end up in the water, and then you got in trouble. Got in a lot of trouble for getting wet. You had to ride home. And here's the creek. So now we're walking along the creeks. Yeah, we got people behind us. Just slow moving, but you'd never know there's a waterfall at the other end. That sun is brutal this morning, but at least it's not 90 degrees. And we're coming up on the bridge. So, got some people up here. So it gets to be awkward. It gets to be weird. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I think they're still out.
I don't know when they built this bridge. I don't know anything about this bridge. I just know that it's here. It is a big one, a very big bridge. So we'll go across the creek, and then there's a split up here that you need to know about, because you have a couple of different trails on this. So there's like a yellow, an orange, red. There's quite a few, and you can get a map at the museum interpretive center, which is really cool. Has a lot of stuff. Also has a gift shop and all that. But like I said, the state parks have come a long way on remodeling their stuff. They're like redoing all the cabins and everything. When I was a kid, they were all OD green and had mice in them and all that crap. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get across this, and this is still part of the out and back. We haven't hit the loop yet. So yeah, they spent a lot on this bridge. And it has a nice view of the creek, a little rapid there. Like I was saying with the cabins, they used to be all OD green and mouse turds and all that stuff. They're tearing those out and putting in like homes, really nice looking homes with AC and all that stuff. And it's expensive to rent one. Even a yurt, they're expensive. I've never stayed in one just because of the price, and because this is literally less than 30 minutes from the house. I mean, we're maybe 30 minutes outside of Atlanta right now on the west side, but this is where the split comes in. We got the two stanchions. Orange is going straight, but the yellow cuts back along the edge of the trail next to the bridge. So we're going to continue going that way. This is the one where we were going up the mountain and the horsefly attacked your mom. Where she had to take off running from a horsefly. What's that?
Didn't we do the red trail last time?
No, yeah. The last time we went was the red trail, where we went out to the mill. It was just a short, just about a mile, maybe a mile and a half. But the last time that we did, the first time we did the yellow, we were going up the mountain, And this horsefly was just attacking her like the bees were a few weeks ago. I mean, it was just flying off and then coming back and landing on her and biting her again and flying off, and we were trying to kill it. All you could do is run.
Is that what Bane was with us?
Yes, and it was hot, very hot. Pouring sweat on that one. I think that's the time whenever Olivia said, I quit, I'm not doing it anymore.
I know, I think this is the one where I said I was done.
Yeah, this is the one where you said you were done, and she didn't do them. But now she's with us again.
Yeah, because it's like 50 something degrees.
Because it's cold. My favorite time to hike. Give me fall, give me winter hikes all day long. I'll do this all day if it's this weather. Another bridge. A big old bridge just to cover a tiny little creek that you could literally just hop across. But hey, if they want to do it, let them have it. I am game. Okay, this is where the loop begins. You can either turn left and start up the mountain, or you can continue straight. I've only done it a couple of times. It's been a long time since I did it the last time, so
So we go up first.
you want to go to the left?
Yeah.
We're going to the left. Here we go.
Because I don't feel like going up on the way back.
I think we're going to be going up and down through this entire thing, but it does have a really good elevation. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's
I'd rather start with this.
you're going uphill. This is how we started that first time. So
Oh my god, it is.
at least I give you a bench about halfway up. So that's cool. You ready?
Yeah. She had a smart idea.
It's a workout. Okay, we just hit the summit from that that uphill. That was a workout. That was pretty good. Had a good burn to it. And like I said before, we've been doing all this grass cutting. You'd think I'd be in a better shape than what I am. Pushing a lawnmower and running up and down hills. We've been having some pretty bad ones to cut. You'd be surprised at how many people don't own the lawnmower and never cut their backyard, or I mean, there's some bad houses. Maybe I need to strap this camera on and do a grass cutting videos, because by the end of it, it's really satisfying when you spent 5 hours at a house just to get the grass from, 3 feet high to 3 inches. So yeah, if you want to see that, comment. I'm not scared. I'll strap this to my chest and push a lawnmower. Run a weed eater. If that's what you'd like to see, or if there's any other state park you'd like to see. I know that I do have saved Cloudland Canyon. There's another one that you actually go onto the state park. I can't remember the park to hike this one trail, and it is the absolute most waterfalls that we've seen on one trail. But we're waiting until later in the fall to do that. Yep. And we have a blowdown that they haven't got to yet, but they're usually pretty quick. I mean, it's right next to another blowdown. Get my camera straight. This is a blowdown that they've cleaned up. There's a blowdown right there. So we'll go up and around. Oh, and look at that right there. Dippin' Dots. A little Dippin' Dot trash. And I found this as we were coming up the hill. Another Dasani wrapper. Like I said, Dasani and their wrappers. Getting that advertising. Getting it out there everywhere. Olivia's gotten quiet. I said Olivia's gotten quiet.
Oh, I'm trying to draw myself out music.
I thought she was focusing on her breathing so she doesn't die. Because we're still going uphill. Starting to think that maybe we should have done this the opposite way. But we'll get through it. It's a good walk in the woods. Quick break for a drink. Get a little bit of water in us. And cheers. And now we're going to get going again. Okay, we're still coming up the Yellow Trail, coming from this way. And then you end up coming across the Orange Trail again. So be mindful. It's well marked. They have the markings here for continue that way. And then even whenever you turn the corner, there's an orange marker there for the trail going that way on orange. And there's a yellow one there that tells you to keep going straight. If you're not paying attention, you'll end up on the Orange Trail. I don't know how much more that's going to add to you, but if you're checking your ALLTRAILS map, you'll see that you have definitely stepped off trail. So we're kind of topped out on the mountain now. So we're going to kind of skirt around the edge of it and hopefully be coming back down the other side. And as the way it's looking right now, we did it in a clockwise motion. I would probably say right now, do it counterclockwise. So you're going down the mountain on the other side. We'll see just how steep it is on this side. It could just be even on both sides. And if it is, it's okay. It's a hike. If I wanted it to be less of a hike, I'd head over to the mall that's about 10 minutes away and just walk the mall, which is what we have to do when we leave here.
Yeah.
Heading for a wedding in a couple of weeks, and I got to get a tie that matches my wife's dress. So I've got probably 40 ties, but I don't have that shade of green. You know how that goes. So yeah, that's gonna be our afternoon. It's tie shopping. And now we're going down the mountain, and I'm feeling pretty good about saying that we made the right call, because the other side coming up has wood steps built in. I'm about to fall. Has wood steps built into it, so it is steep, but at least it's like a set of stairs. Going down this side has a lot of rocks and roots, and everything's kind of uneven, so you're just kind of picking your way down, and you're waiting for a rock to slide out from underneath your feet. It's not so bad that you can't do it. It's just, I don't think that I would want to go up that. I would rather go up the way we went. So, feeling pretty good about that.
This is steeper.
What's that?
This is steeper.
Oh yeah, a bit. It feels like it's a bit steeper. It's not as long going up, but just those rocks and roots and all that stuff can be much. And then you get to the bottom of the mountain down here, and there's another bench. So plenty of places to sit down, take a break. There's no good view here. It's a decent walk. There's the place. You nailed it. Olivia said, isn't this the place where Fane went and climbed underneath a rock and got his picture taken? And yeah, actually it is right there.
He did right there. I think it's where he went up.
Yeah, I got a trail that runs up to it. So I'll see if I can find that picture and put it on this video. Ooh, big step. I got a trekking pole with me, but just too lazy to get it out. So
This is what Mom wanted to get them.
yeah, I think it was. I think that's the reason why I jumped on Amazon while we were on this hike and bought 2 sets of trekking poles to get sent to the house. But yeah, they got a little trail just cuts up to there, so good little spot for a photo. I didn't even notice I went down that, and the sun's right over my shoulder, so I didn't get any of it. So we're down off the bottom, down in the bottoms of that mountain, and yeah, with a little creek crossing here, just not much. But again, yellow markings there everywhere. It's pretty hard to get turned around on this one, except for where the loops come back in on themselves. And I promise you, I'm gonna get you in where you're not just seeing lens flare. I never knew how hard it was to do a hike and film it at the same time. It's kind of challenging. Okay, I've left my phone with Olivia. I've stepped off trail for a bit. It's probably, I don't know, 50, 60 yards or so, but I just don't want to skew the map. But in the winter, from the trail, you can see the old mill, and you can see it really well. But this time of year, with all the trees, you know, all the leaves on the trees, it's hard to see. So I've stepped over here to where the mill is right over there. And whenever you do the red trail, whenever you come in off the red trail, you come onto the back side of the mill, so you don't get to see this side. You can actually get into the water and jump the rocks and get all up into that, and it's really neat. You know, it's a really good thing to see. They have the billboards and all that stuff over there to, you know, give you all the info about the mill. And it was burned down during the Civil War. I don't know what kind of textiles they were making, but they were making something. I don't recall. We used to come up here for like field trips and stuff in elementary school and walk down to the mill. Back whenever they'd give you a bagged peanut butter sandwich for lunch. But now I'm gonna make my way back up to Olivia here, grab my phone and continue this thing out. Now we're kind of finishing out this loop, and the trail gets a little narrow and you're right next to the water. So it's like, I mean, good places to step off and throw a line in under that tree right there. There'd be fish right there under that tree. So watch your footing, you'll slip off and fall in the water. And it's all sandy down through here. The hill itself, the mountains, all packed red clay. And this is all kind of a mix of the two. But still, it's a really well-maintained trail. It's a nice quiet walk. A lot more people on it than what I've seen in the past, but it is, like I said, a Saturday morning. And again, I'm not sweating. There's no need for the dry fit hanky. We got a chopper going over, so it just reminds you that you are in Metro Atlanta. Yeah, that is WSB. That's Channel 2 News.
Me too. Sorry.
We're spending time looking at a helicopter and about to get run over. Wasn't expecting that. Now we're finishing up the trail. So the last thing you have to do before you get done is go up an incline. So just whenever your legs are all burnt out, you got to go uphill one more time. All right. We're going to hit the little interpretive area. Olivia's got to use the bathroom. So we'll go inside of that one, and now we're where everybody comes in because the red trail's kicking off that way. Maybe I'll do the red trail sometime, show the mill, maybe an afternoon, because I work within 10 minutes of this place, so I could come up here after work and hike the red trail, just do a quick hike before going home. And there were runners out there. There was everything, people with dogs, all of it. Okay, we're back at the truck. Sweetwater Creek Yellow Trail. It's in Lithia Springs, Georgia. Like I said, it's about 20 minutes west of Atlanta. It's not too much of a drive. It's not too bad. It says it's a 3.6 mile loop, and we did it in 3.5 miles. So dead on. It's spot on for the mileage. We did it in an hour and a half. Just took no stops. A quick little sip of water here and there. Now some reviews. The 5-star on it is from Greg. It says, my dog Pumpkin and I had a great hike today at Sweetwater Creek Park. We hiked the Yellow Loop Trail and saw lots of pretty things and a few critters as well. There's a pretty large hill to navigate, but that will get the cardio going, but nothing too bad. You also get a different perspective of the ruins. The park also has a great visitor center with informative displays and a nice little shop. And it's right, he's dead on it. I agree completely. For a lesser review, still 4 stars. Nice hike, but not very much creek front on this trail compared to the red trail. My kids found the hill challenging. And yeah, it can be. It can definitely get the wind out of you. Now, for one thing about this place, get here early. The parking lot here fills up really quick, and they have additional parking back. You'll pass it on the way in, but it's a walk to get down here to the trailhead. We got cars circling like sharks. I give it 5 stars. I really enjoy it. It's a little secluded. It'll get the heart rate going. It does get you a workout in, but for what it's worth, it's really nice and it's close by. So, like I said, we have to go shopping for a tie. So we have to hit the Arbor Place Mall over in Douglasville. And with that being said, join us on our next adventure. Bye.